Hey everyone, light487 here today, and I'm just going to be doing a let's play, one of my first let's plays of this game. It's called Euro Truck Simulator 2, and yeah, it seems to be a pretty decent trading game. So I like trading games. Probably the first best one was like Elite, but this is like a modern day without any spaceships or anything like that, but it's still a trading game. And you can see in here, there's many jobs that you can do. These are all from all different parts of the world to a different part of the world. It's sorted by price. So you can go, Amsterdam to Cambridge and get paid 8,254 euros and that kind of stuff. But of course, in order for me to take the job, I need to go and pick up the load for my truck. So instead of looking at all of them, I'm just going to click over here and look at just the ones that are going from Newcastle. Now, obviously that's the most expensive, the one I can get the most money from, but this one down here, which is $1,000, €1,000 less, is just to here, so that's the quickest one I can do today. So I've got 20 minutes to drive myself over to that location. Pretty good simulator really. It's a bit stuttery at the moment, but that's because I'm playing it while recording the video at the same time. It appears as though I'm in the actual place I need to be to take this one. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to take that job, which is to take this reservoir tank, you can see there, from Newcastle to Grimsby. So let's take that job. Okay, so it says my trailer's ready, and it's that one over there with the flashing symbol of it. So I'll just reverse up. That's a good one. That mirror there is actually the other side of the truck. Just helps. It seems as though I can stick my head out the window. Might as well just do it this way. Oops. Just chuck it on. I'm sure if I do that right. Anyway. And let's look through it again. I scraped a bit of paint off the truck then. But I have been getting better at my reversing and all that, as you'll see at the other end. So yeah, so it is a simulator. So it's not just a game. It means we actually need to indicate actually, but you need to follow the road rules pretty much. You need to be careful of where your truck is. Be careful of these cars coming around the corner. Okay. There we go. Going straight through, so I'm not sure if this car is going to appreciate this, but I'm just going to make sure I get through it. Yeah, as I say, I don't have frame rate issues, but I'm recording with Fraps at the moment. Apparently if you record with Fraps onto the same hard drive that you're playing a game from, you get all these frame rate issues. So obviously the solution is to not to have a separate hard drive for recording games. So anyways, I'm just going to drive here. Now depending on how long it takes me to actually get there in real time, I might speed up the game a little bit. I'm going a bit fast. Driving it fast. There are speed cameras and stuff. Now I can drive 60 miles an hour if I want. Let's move over. yeah, so if it takes too long in real time to get over there, I'll mute myself on the video, and you'll see it just speed up. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I'm going to take these corners pretty wide, otherwise the trailer will clip the railing. Now in this, in England, as it is in Australia, we drive on the left side of the road, but in Europe, well, most of the countries at least, they drive on the right side of the road. I'll just make sure. I'm not sure he appreciated me doing that. I should have checked which was anything coming. Anyway, so they drive on the other side of the road. So sometimes when you cross over to Europe using the ferry, you need to remember to get onto the right side of the road, onto the, not the correct side, but the right side, right-hand side, because if you're driving along on the left side, you'll get a fine for that. If you're speeding, you'll get a fine. If you go through a red light, you'll get a fine. Obviously, if you cause an accident, you get a fine. If you cause damage to your truck, you need to repair it. So it's pays to be a little bit more careful than you would in, say, a racing car game or something like that. I find it quite relaxing. I'm playing it with the Xbox 360 controller. I have got a steering wheel, but I just haven't got it out yet to play this game. I might do, but I'm not sure. But you've got to set it all up and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to dare in the lounge room the whole time. Anyway, so I'm playing with the Xbox 360 controller. It's quite a relaxing game, really. It can get a bit. I'll just check the speed. Just see if there's a speed camera. You can see the speed camera here coming up on the left. Speed camera there. Oh, I'll just get myself back. I have an accident looking at the speed camera. When I first started, I had a few accidents. I actually went around a corner too fast and tipped the whole truck over. So it is, it's definitely possible to have accidents in this game. Right now it's obviously sunny, but there are weather conditions, so you can get like rainy days and stuff like that. It makes it harder to see. I'm not sure if it makes it harder to stop or whatever, but certainly everything else seems to be quite good as far as the simulation is concerned. I think there I was actually speeding for the last bit up until that 60-mile-an-hour sign, but because there wasn't any camera around to get me, I didn't get a fine, but I think I was. Now there is a cruise control, but I'll just put it on. You can see I'm using the keyboard at the moment just to control it, but you can see down where the steering wheel is, it says 55 miles an hour now, whereas in the GPS you can see it saying 52 miles an hour. Well, the 55 near the steering wheel there is actually the cruise control, and it will attempt to try and keep it at 55. But obviously with the cruise control, as soon as you tap the accelerator or the brake, it deactivates the cruise control. So one of the good things about getting a steering wheel will be that you can't accidentally hit the accelerator or the brake, whereas with the Xbox 360 controller, I have set the dead zone so it's not as likely, but it happens enough See now, yeah, you can see now it's dropped to 0 on the unit steering wheel. That's because during that manoeuvre I bumped either the brake or the accelerator and it dropped out of cruise control. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, most of the time you're just accelerating as fast as you can anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. It'd just be nice if you could sort of lock it on. Not a big deal. Now down, that was one of the questions I had about this game that didn't seem to be answered anywhere, is you can see down on the GPS, at the bottom of the GPS, it says 2 hours 15 minutes at the moment. But if you watch it, you can actually see that it's counting down. Be careful this car. It's counting down like 1 minute every second or two. So it's not like I'm going fast in the sense of compressed time there. Like obviously I'm still doing 55 miles an hour or whatever, and it feels like I'm doing 55 miles an hour. Oh crap, I have to get off at this next intersection. But you can see there it says Grimsby. Have to be in the left lane, so you can see on the GPS it is. But anyway, as you can see, I mean, it says 2 hours to go, but that's game time. So the game time is sped up a bit. Slow down, slow down. Ooh, I've done that for a while. It's only because I'm talking, I'm not really paying attention. Let's see this guy. So you really need to turn wide. Okay. Yeah, so that was one of the things I had was, does it really take you 3 hours of real time to go from one place to another? Well, no, it doesn't. As you see here, it's clearly counting down at a rate much faster than 1 to 1. But it does seem to be roughly 1 minute every 2 seconds, but now it seems to be going, I don't know, and it's to do with the GPS as well, so I think it's just a matter of some sort of compressed time, and the distance involved is not as much as if you're really there. But it gives you a decent drive. So, and obviously driving from one end of Europe to the other is still going to be a lot longer than going from one city to another. So it still could take you, a few hours to actually go from one end of Europe to the other. Look at this guy passing me. Retard. And I'm doing what? 50. Almost. I was doing almost 60 miles an hour, and he still had to pass me. That is just like in real life. People just doing that. And it's really be careful with trucks. But yeah, that's what you find. It's like the traffic simulation is actually quite good as well, and there's stuff to see on the side of the road, but sort of concentrating on the front. I just realised with my lights on. I had them on from when it was raining before. Doesn't really matter. You don't really lose points for that. Now I'm going to be turning left here, so I want to slow down. Shit. Oh. Go back, people. come back. Is that enough? Yeah, I should be able to turn it off. Yeah, this load must be really, really heavy, so it's making it hard for me to stop. But, like I say, it's more because I'm talking and I'm not really paying attention. That's what I'm doing. Because it's a truck, you know, it's not a car. If I was just talking, driving a car, it'd be different. But it's a truck, you know, and you've got the stopping distance is clearly a lot longer. So yeah, so yeah, no, it's really good. Just drive around this corner here. Yeah, I mean, clearly it would be better with a steering wheel, but you know, you can put the controller. It's not too bad actually. It's quite relaxing. So sort of one up from the keyboard, I guess. Oh, what speed are we supposed to be doing? I don't know what speed we're supposed to be doing. Again, I wasn't paying attention. 50. Okay. I don't want to get another speed. I got a speeding ticket before because I didn't see the sign like a couple of missions ago, and they just changed. We were on the highway, and the speed limit just changed. No real reason. And then went back to 60 again. So it was clearly a revenue raising exercise by the government. Yeah, you can see here there's this bridge here, and you've got a nice boat there, and another boat over there. Okay, so you do have different. Different camera angles, but I really don't. I mean, you could go to this camera view, but how are you supposed to drive the truck at the same time? You know? So I don't really use them. You could probably use that bumper one, or the one that's like this one. You could probably get used, but even this one, when you get to the corners, like, you can put the other mirror up there, so you can see where you are in the lane, I guess. But I don't know, if you're going to play a sim game, you know, why would you do that? Have that mirror there, the left one, fair enough. I mean, that's a little bit unrealistic to have that mirror there, but it's like, you know, in real life you can just do a quick glance to the left, but with a game, in order, I mean, I could use the mouse, I can sort of go like that, but it's a lot more difficult than in, obviously, if I had a VR helmet or something like that, I could do it. Okay, so I'm coming up to another turn off, so I'll just pay attention this time, slow down a bit. Now you can see those yellow roads there on the GPS. That means that I've actually explored this area before. So you can see that area I'm coming up to now. It says that I haven't actually explored it before. So, but now that I've gone over it, you can see it's turned yellow. So there is a like an achievement type thing within the game, which is basically how much you've explored of the map. So these guys come out, so I can go over. See, but I didn't have to change lanes then. If I hadn't changed lanes, those people would have waited for me to go past. So it's not like you have to change lanes there, but I think, you know, in Australia, the law actually says that you're supposed to let people in. The road rules actually say you're supposed to move over. It actually says that in the book. It's going to slow to 30 because I'm not sure if it's even 30. It's usually 30 for a town, so I'm just going to stay on 30. But that was a speed camera there. Now I need to change lanes. Now, do it. That's that guy. Because I need to turn right up here. Actually, going to go across the lane. Okay, nothing coming. I'm going to take it wide. Hey, what are you doing? Said something, you've got to watch out for the... Wow! Crazy. Watch out for these really bad drivers. And you can say, oh, well, that's bad AI, but it's not really, because they don't always do that. So they don't always come and cut you off like that, but occasionally they do, and occasionally people stop for no reason and all that kind of stuff. Come on, jeez, like that. That guy's clearly not going to make it, am I? Oh, just no problem. Okay, and I'm going to turn into this truck yard thing. This is where we're going. And somewhere in here there'll be a flashing, yeah, there it is. Okay, now I need to get, now, you could, if you wanted to, let's see what's over there. As it says, press enter, or, you know, basically my X button on my controller. It's the X, or the A button, sorry, because it's an Xbox controller. And it'll automatically park it for you. But if you do that, you miss out on experience points. So I'm going to park it myself. Do turn the wheel, turn around. So yeah, so this is you can tell I'm not talking much because it's quite fiddly. This is like a really big load. So I could let it go there, but I'll just go a little bit further. Okay, and that's it. So that extra 45 XP, when you consider, like, I would have got 355 XP, I mean, another 45 XP makes a big difference. So that's that. Still a little bit ways to go to get to level 5. This is this extra, so I'm getting an extra 54 XP plus an extra 778 of that. Proficiency bonus. Okay. Yeah, and that's basically it. So now the next step would be for me to drive to, you know, either this. If I've damaged my truck, I'll go over here and repair it. You know, you can, over here in Manchester, this is actually my base there, that one. But you can buy other bases here. Repair. This will be like a recruitment agency, I have no doubt. And then these are the 3 places that'll have jobs in this area. And then this one here is, yeah, if you need to rest, because that's the other thing, is you need to rest every so many hours, otherwise you literally fall asleep. Yeah, the screen just basically goes dark. It goes dark a little bit at a time, and then eventually just completely goes dark, and then you crash basically, because yeah, you lose control of the vehicle, and whatever speed you were going at, you continue at that speed. And yeah. So anyway, so if I had taken a job to Amsterdam or Rotterdam, and you can see with the yellow thing, I've actually done that before already, I would have come to a port like this one here, and you just basically click the thing, and then however many hours just automatically goes through, and then you end up in either this port or this port here. But clearly, if you were, you know, taking a job from Dover, you could go straight to, you know, like Paris, for example. Not sure what these ones are. Oh, I think they might be toll collection points, so you have to go through the toll and pay the toll. Anyway, as I say, I've only really just started playing it. You can see I've only explored 3.81%. You can go all the way up to Aberdeen in Scotland, all the way west as far as Bratislava, as far down as Milano, Torino, up here, Hamburg and all that. Yeah, so there's quite a number of cities that you can go to, and transport. But at the end of the day, you know, that's what it is. It's a trading game, and you basically try and find, yeah, look, there's 1% damage. Probably when I didn't stop in time. But yeah, now the next step, I'm not going to do it now, but the next step would be to click on here, you know, find a decent route. Okay. And if I want to stay in Britain, go to one of these. So maybe, you know, I could go to this one and then go to Birmingham, and then go from Birmingham back to Manchester, which is where my base is. So I could sort of do a, you know, and I mean, there's, as far as I can tell, there's not really any point going back to your base, you know, because you can manage the base from there. But, you know, role-playing wise, you could, you know, set up a route and go back, you know, in circles around, you know. Yeah, so you can see, you know, making a decent profit. Yeah, great. I really enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for watching.